Let's paint a cabin together. I hope you'll like and subscribe and visit my website. So here's a clip from one of my Dreams on Canvas courses showing you how to put in a cabin. This shows you that the angles of the knife are perfectly suited for a cabin. I go in, scratch the eave, wipe off my knife, put my knife back up there, putting the bottom of that blade in, and then I pivot. Okay, and then I come down. Okay, wipe my knife again. Okay, and then I'll turn my knife the other way. I put the point of my knife up there in the eave, and then angle my bottom of my blade down, pivot, and come down, and there's the front. Okay, scrape out a little bit more in the front there. Then I come along at this angle, keeping my knife kind of flat, but then going at an angle, and I cut out the roof, and then I'll come right under the roof, and then there's my sidewall. Now, in the next few seconds, you're going to see me just kind of repeat all that. All right. I like to do that. I'll kind of repeat what I did, give you a second time to look at it. Or you can always, if you're in my courses, you can always rewind. Watch me again. Okay, so there I am showing the eave. Okay, and then I'm showing putting the heel, I call it, of the knife right there under there you go. And then pull down. Okay, there's one side. Wiping the knife to the other side. Pivot. And you don't have to go this slow. This is just me teaching my little heart out, which is what I do. I love to teach, and I've been teaching this for almost 20 years. And I give lots of careful instruction in my course, and then I give a personal critique. When you are enrolled in my course, you get a critique at the end of each lesson. But you create at least 4 paintings a week. They're small paintings usually. Now I'm going into some Van Dyke Brown. There are 3 small paintings, and then the larger full bob painting. But the 3 smaller paintings each week just give you bite-sized information to help you to tackle the big one. So I go in and I put my brown in the same way. Sometimes I load one side of the knife, sometimes I load the other. I'm doing this so my hand won't be in your way. Okay. Now I'm going to do the side. All right. I must be fine-tuning that a little bit. Like I say, I do have a side camera as well. All right, wiping the knife really clean. I'm going to mix a little bit of a highlight color. Mix in these browns. I do not mix them to where they're totally mixed. I keep them swirling. Okay, cut across. And then with very light pressure, go up and do pretty much the same thing. Now it's better if you really don't have to pivot much. Just kind of come down. Leave that pivoting behind. By this time, you kind of have a little bit of practice, so you don't have to do that But to pivot, sometimes you have to put pressure, and then you might get that circular stroke. It wouldn't really look good. See how I dropped down, but I did not cover that eave. All right. Now right in there, you might have to go in and just add a little. That's what I'm about to do. There you go. Okay. This particular lesson is called Cabin in the Hollow. So with each one of these lessons, I showed a particular thing. I focused on a particular thing. And in this lesson, I changed the foliage color because in Cabin in the Hollow, his foliage color is not blue. But I just wanted to get crazy, so that's what we did. We turned out 4 really pretty projects in that 1 week. Okay? Okay, I guess I was putting my eave back in. Okay. Now, I realize too, sometimes it's hard to get in that many projects, but you basically have a month to do it. And you get critiques. You get 2 weeks of instruction, 5 days each week, and then you can do this at your own pace. You just need to finish them within the month. Okay? And you get a critique after each painting lesson. All right, I'm going to make probably a little bit darker for that right side. All right, because in our world, that's in shadow a little. Okay, cut across and go in there and put that in. Having that contrast between that outside wall and that front is really good. It helps to see the dimensions of the cabin. Okay. Looks like I'm doing a little cabinectomy at the bottom. Sometimes you might have to do more of a cabinectomy than that, but it's okay. All right, I'm going to show you how I put the snow on. Cut through. And I will do the side sometimes and the bottom before I do the top. That helps me get a nice crisp edge where I need it. Holding my knife like this so that you can see. Like I say, the side angle is pretty good too. The side angle is like a 45-degree angle that just is a lot closer and slightly to the side. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I talk to you while I paint. I'm just doing a voiceover today. There we go. Now see how I have that blank spot, and that's okay. Kind of do that one over. Okay. Yep. Now do this other, and you've got nice crisp edges. You don't want them super totally crisp, but it's better than really ragged where you want crisp. Okay. Okay, I'm fixing to go in for the big cover up here. Ta-da! Good. And then I have the little line of snow. Now something like that, a lot of times I would keep it because it could look like icicles hanging down. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right, I like that. But you see how it's not always perfect. It's perfect pretty much when Bob did it. Okay, I did a snowectomy on that corner because I'm going to go in and put a bush there. I'm going to have a bush overlapping it, and that'll kind of set that cabin back. Now look, I'm getting a really small roll and go right on up there to put a little bit of snow on the top of that side. There you go. Just a little indication. Okay, a finishing touch would be to put a door in there. I'm going to go in and put in a door with that small blade. Scrape that down. You already have the black gesso under there, but I'm getting a little midnight black and laying that in there. Okay, so let's go in with our knife and put a few boards in. We just go in and slice vertically through that thick paint. You can do this with a little paint or without, and that gives the indication of a few boards. Now we're going to get a tiny thin roll of white on our knife on the short blade and just go in and put a little bit of a line on the door just to show a little bit of reflected light. You don't want to outline the whole thing. It's just something to help that door show up. Okay, grabbing a little bit of my snow on my fan and going right in and pulling that snow right up there. There you go. I hope you have enjoyed this quick little tutorial. Please visit my website at www.paintwithfaye.com and be sure to look into my Dreams on Canvas course.